Hey, what's up, guys? It's CJ. I'm here with Mike and Richard, and we're bringing you another episode of Superhero Sundays. We're going to get into some DC comic news of them casting a Latina for Supergirl, and also they're going to have their first live-action superhero movie starring a Latino, and it's called Blue Beetle. But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe because any and all support is greatly appreciated, and it helps us impact the community by honoring frontline medical workers and also impacting the homeless population. So, with all that being said, roll the intro. There was some news of Supergirl. You know, this is the first time she's going to be casted as a Latina. The actress name is Sasha Calle. Did I say that right?
You said it right.
Right.
Sasha Calle. Thank you. So, I mean, there's a lot of firsts going on in the comic universe. So DC, they're going to cast a Latina for Supergirl. I think that's a bold move. I think it's good. It's a good move for them, for DC, because they need something. DC needs something, man, to bring attention to them and you know, get the audience captivated again. But I guess this Supergirl is going to be in the next Flash movie. I think I saw it's supposed to come out in 2022, something like that. What do you guys think about the casting of Supergirl? I'll start with Richie Rich. What do you think about Sasha?
So question with this is this like a Latina version of Supergirl? Like she's gonna be like Hispanic background, or is it just like a Hispanic actress who's playing a white girl in Supergirl?
Is that a question to me?
That's a question to anyone.
All of us.
Yeah.
I mean,
anyone?
Honestly, I don't know, man.
Drop your comments in the bottom as well. Thank you.
Yeah, if you guys know, let us know down in the section below. I actually don't know. Mike might have some more insight on this, but it kind of seems like she's just a Latina actress, and I don't know if they're gonna make her background a Latino and they're gonna go into depth and all that, or I think if she's just gonna be in the Flash movie, she's just going to appear. The actress is Latina, and we just have to deal with it. It seems like. I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
Okay, so I think from what I've heard about this Flash movie, it's gonna be the Flashpoint Paradox story arc, which is where it's funny because it's gonna be almost like the Marvel multiverse. So
Nice.
It's all these different alternate realities of what's going on and stuff like that, because Flash goes back in time to save somebody, and it changes reality in its entirety, right?
Great animated movie, by the way. That was a good animated movie.
Yes, if you haven't seen it, it's a great one. So maybe this is just an alternate reality Supergirl in the movie.
Could be.
They also have another animated movie called Gods and Monsters, where Superman falls to Earth in Kansas, but before the Kents can get to him, their help gets to him first. Their immigrant help, you know, the Hispanics get to him and take him in as a kid, and he grows up in a Hispanic household.
Wow. Never heard about that.
It's a terrible movie, but yeah, like he has his own little goatee. He has his man that's Hispanic. Like he goes, "Ay Dios mío," like stuff like that. And it's just one of those things where it's an alternate reality where small change affects everything, like butterfly effect. So instead of the Kents finding them, the help finds them, and then it changes everything after that. And so it might be exactly what this Flash movie is going to do. It's going to be they change something, and it's going to just change everything. I mean, Supergirl, is everybody knows, is Superman's cousin, basically.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't watch the Supergirl show. I kind of watched a couple episodes. Have you seen any of the episodes, Rich, of Supergirl?
No, I never really followed it.
So I guess in the show, I don't know if it's in the comics, but I guess in the show, so when Kal-El was sent off from his planet to Earth, that planet also sent off his cousin, and so she followed behind him, and she arrived later, but she landed in a totally different area. And then she, started off her own series or show and adventures that way. So that's how Supergirl, the CW show, is based off. That's the premise of it. So if that's going to be in the movie also, I don't know. But I'm excited to see the Flash movie. I like the actor who played the Flash. But this actor, Sasha, I don't know too much about her other, movies or things that she's been in. I think I saw she was in The Young and the Restless, daytime show. And she's actually nominated for an award for that, for her acting in that. So, but anything else? I haven't seen anything else of hers. So I'll give her a chance, see what she does. And hopefully DC comes up with a good script for the Flash movie. And and DC takes off from there, but we'll see. I mean, there's some other news for DC. Another first. They're sticking with the theme of the Latino theme. So they're actually going to have their first superhero movie starring a Latino character. I guess the character name is Jaime Reyes, and he actually will be taking on the mantle of Blue Beetle. And so far, the news I've seen, I haven't seen if they actually casted an actor for that character yet, but they do have a director to direct the movie, Blue Beetle. He's Latino. His name is Angel Manuel Soto. Did you hear about this, Richard? What do you think about this news of Blue Beetle and how DC is sticking with that Latino theme?
Yeah, I heard about it. Don't know much about the Blue Beetle. I could go into Beetle jokes, but I won't.
Beetlejuice.
No, but again, it's good to see that barriers are being broken, and these characters are going to be trailblazers for their companies. So yeah, I'll supportive of it.
But who is Blue Beetle, Mike Diaz, man? Who is this guy? I think I saw that he's been in some other animated movies. I think he was in Justice League versus Teen Titans. He was also in The Death and Return of Superman, which I haven't seen any of those. Justice League versus Teen Titans sounds kind of dope. But I guess Blue Beetle was in those movies. But I don't know too much about him. You have any info on Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle is been three different people. Blue Beetle originally started off as somebody that's not an alien, kind of like the new iteration is. It started off as some guy that took some vitamins that made him super strong, and he dressed up as I guess a beetle.
He took some vitamins.
Just like vitamin 2 times something, blah blah blah. I don't know, back in the 50s or 60s or whatnot. And then after that, after he retired, the mantle got taken up by Todd Org or something like that, where he didn't have any superpowers. He just fought crime, right? But then later on, he got reiterated into that he was getting the mystic powers from the Egyptian scarab, the beetle. That's
wow.
Powers. But then with the new iteration that happened in 2006, it's actually an alien that came. It's like an actual Blue Beetle alien that came from space and fell to Earth, to Texas, to El Paso, Texas, where this kid, Jaime Reyes, found it, and he took it home. And Buster Douglas, he's a character in the DC universe that's pretty smart, is the one that tracked it to El Paso to find out, so he can recover this, object that fell. And then when he finally got to Jaime Reyes' house, the beetle attached to his spine.
Yeah, wow.
And wouldn't leave. And by doing that, it kind of bonded with him and gave him these powers where it's kind of like Iron Man, where he gets an Iron Man type suit, but it looks kind of like a beetle. He's able to shoot things out of his hands. He's got super strength. He can fly. He can do all these things. But the beetle sometimes takes over because it's attached to his spine. Think of almost kind of like Doc Ock, if you remember from Spider-Man 2. Those things had its own little brain, and it kind of took over. It's kind of like that in the beginning, where the beetle wants to do its own thing, but Jaime Reyes doesn't want to because he wants to be good. And, it's a back and forth type of thing. So
nice.
It's I don't like the character myself, but everybody will look at me and go, hey, be happy. Latin. And I'm like, you know what? I want you to give me something actual decent, not this side character. I know they want to make him a prominent character, but Blue Beetle has always been kind of like a side character. Like, bring back Zorro. I mean, if you really want to talk about it, Zorro, you know, he is basically Batman.
Yeah.
He is basically Batman. And if you remember in a lot of the origin stories for Batman, the play that they go see right before his parents get gunned down in the alley is what?
Zorro. Yeah, you're right.
So
nice.
These are the kind of characters that are Latin or what they want to call nowadays Latinx. These are the kind of main characters that focus on, you know, not just the culture, but also the upbringing of a lot of people, you know, thinking about our culture, our family, helping those that are in need. But if you really want to talk about, you know, superheroes that really took on the mantle that everybody wanted, Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre, get that corn out of my face.
That's right. Get that beetle out of my face.
You know, it's funny because we talked about this years ago. I think when Black Panther came out, and even some news about them doing Green Lantern, you know, the Black Green Lantern. Mike and I are talking about, like, what about the Latino, you know, culture, and, you know, who do they have? And we were trying to think of like some heroes, and it was like Machete, who are like these the you know, DC or Marvel heroes that are Latino, and there are some there, but it's never been portrayed on the screen. It's never been, you know, a big blockbuster movie. So
until Nacho Libre.
Until Nacho Libre, man, the greatest superhero of all time. Fight me. No, I'm kidding. But, you know, it's so. This could be a beginning, like I said, a first, and something, you know, good for DC that they're doing, and for the Latino community, where they do something great, something big. It could has some potential, I think. Any other words, Rich?
Get the corn out of my face.
Man,
the Eagles get eagle powers.
Oh man, you know what? This brings us to our real life hero, because, you know, we're sticking with the theme of Latino. And our Real Life Hero Award winner is a Latino, and his name is Javier. Javier is a travel nurse from Chicago and has been a nurse for 4 years. He actually has a great mindset about his career as a nurse. He says, and I quote, "As nurses, everything we do is for the benefit of the patient. We don't get paid more or less to do extra things for them, and is usually morally driven. I've worked several retail jobs that front as benefiting the customer, but there are definite monetary incentives for getting them to do certain things. But in nursing, we're trying to prevent, protect, and promote better health, none of which add to my paycheck." So Javier will be receiving a Royal Zealous care package, which consists of a Royal Zealous drawstring bag, a gift card, and a badge reel with a comic hero on it. So Javier, again, you're on the front lines. You're a hero as well. Thank you for what you're doing, man. Just continue to work hard, and we appreciate you, man. We honor you. Thank you. Congratulations. And so that concludes another episode of Superhero Sundays. Again, tune in next week with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because we need all support. Comment down below some other subjects you want for us to get into, any topics you want us to get into. Let us know. We love you guys. Have a good night. Peace out.